So, hello, I'm John McNerney. I'm one of the K-9 officers for the Greeley Police Department. I run a dog named Cairo, and basically our role with the Greeley Police Department K-9 unit is to support the patrol units in the field. I've been with the agency now for 7 years. I've had a dog for 2.5 years now. And we do a ton of different things with the dogs. We mostly do a dual purpose, which means we do narcotics and patrol work. Narcotics is pretty self-explanatory. We look for drugs and arrest bad guys that deal drugs. And then patrol, we help patrol unit find bad guys, defeat ambushes, and keep officers safe. We work the dogs 3 days a week, and we do 1 day a week in training. To keep the dog's skills up. So I'll go get Cairo and we'll introduce you to Cairo. Here. Back. Cairo, here. Cairo, here. Hey. Live. So this is Cairo. I'll get down with it. This is Cairo. He's a 4.5-year-old Belgian Malinois. We got him from Florida. He was imported from Holland. He's our dual purpose K-9, which means, like I said, he does narcotics and patrol. He is very, very excited for balls. And we use tennis balls and toys and things like that to train the dogs. Everything that we do with the dog in training is fun for the dog. He likes to do his work because we pay him with toys. And they love getting paid, huh? So I'll demonstrate it. Here, Cairo, come here. Here, sit. Do that. Do that. Lively. Okay. Good boys. Here, So, his toys, his paycheck is the tennis ball, and we can do all kinds of things with the dogs to teach them to find people, to teach them to find drugs, obedience, teach them to bark, help search. Everything's a game for the dogs. They really like their job, and they love their paycheck, which is the tennis ball or tug or something like that. Cairo, close. Leave it. Good boys. So, I have Dutch commands for Cairo, afblijven, because that's where he came from. And it's easier for him to work with the Dutch commands because that's where he was originally trained. Now, as he gets trained and the more things that he can do, we incorporate English commands, search command, different things like that. The further along he goes, but mostly it's Dutch with a little bit of English involved. Now, the dogs are a really unique tool in narcotics because they give us probable cause to search. So we train the dogs to alert to meth, cocaine, heroin, shrooms, and ecstasy. In Colorado, we don't train the dogs on marijuana because it's a legal substance here. So actually, we proof the dogs weekly off of marijuana. And what I mean by proofing is that we make sure that the dogs are not alerting to the odor of marijuana. We want the dogs to only alert to the narcotics that are illegal. Dogs are really unique in the fact that their olfactory system is between 250,000 to 1 million times better than ours, and they're able to compartmentalize the different odors. So the best way to explain that is that the dogs can smell, say, a pot of chili, and for us it smells like potted chili. For the dog, they can smell the beef, they can smell the tomatoes, they can smell all the different ingredients and be able to identify each different ingredient. So we use that ability, and then what we do is associate the target odors with the tennis ball. So when the dog has associated the odor with the tennis ball, then the dog is motivated to show us where the drugs are. So the type of dogs that we use for police work is very specific. We have to have a dog that is super high energy, high drive dog that wants to work all the time. The herding breeds fit that bill. So Cairo is in the German Shepherd line, herding breeds. They have tons and tons and tons of drive. They're pretty much crazy dogs. They're always go. So they don't make very good pets, but they make great working dogs. Because I need a dog to work every day or on the street. I can't have him one day not wanting to work, and the other day wanting to work. Fly. So he is always ready to go, which is an advantage for working on the street because he's always hunting and he's always looking for his job because he wants his paycheck. He wants his paycheck, which is the ball, praise, something like that. So the Belgian Malinois is a really good breed. It is becoming really, really popular for police work and for the military because they don't have a lot of medical issues that German Shepherds have. There's a lot of mutt in the Belgian Malinois. So the breeders, if they want a bigger dog, they'll throw in a different type of breed. If they want a dog that's really high drive, here, they might throw in a terrier. They might do different things to get what they want. Come here. Ladder. So he wants to do his job. He wants to go and do something, and that's what we want. So he's having a hard time just sitting here and talking. And like I said, that's what we want. You can't have a dog that's lazy because then he wouldn't be searching for the drugs, or go track or do anything like that. Here, I'll pay you. I'll pay you. Sit off. I was like, that's my paycheck. So obedience can be really tough with them, but we do obedience all the time because we have to have these dogs under control. They are used for patrol. We use them to defeat ambushes and to find bad guys and to bite and hold them. So they are a weapon that has to be under control. I can't have dogs just running around biting everybody. So they have to be under my control. So we do tons and tons of obedience. But they're eager to please, and we work really hard at it, and the dogs stay under control. You want your ball? Oh yeah, good boy, get your ball.
Hold on.
Boys. And that's his paycheck. That's all he wants is his toy and a little bit of loving. So now we're transferring to our narcotics. This is one of our narcotics kits. It has illegal drugs. So we use two types of drugs with all the different odors that we use. We have DEA drugs, which come straight from the DEA labs. So these drugs here are done in a lab, they're controlled. We have sheets on them of their purities, exactly what they are, and we document that so that we can say that the dogs have actually been trained on pure meth, or they've been trained on pure MDMA, or / ecstasy, heroin, or cocaine. But realistic training, most likely what we find on the streets is not pure. It comes from shady places, questionable places that they're made. Obviously they're illegal, factories in Mexico. And then when they come to the States, they get cut. They put cutting agents into them, what we call dirty drugs. So it's street drugs. So the street drugs, we categorize them in the same thing: MDMA, ecstasy, meth, cocaine, and we have shrooms. So we have what the dogs are going to find on the street, and then we also train the dogs on pure drugs, and we mix that around as we're training. We don't mix the odors, we keep them separate, and then we log everything that we do on each odor, on each hide, so that we can document that to help us in court. Now the street drugs, we obviously, we get them from the street. So drug seizures, narcotic cases that have been done with and the drugs can be destroyed, then we go and take those drugs, we check them out, and we keep them for narcotics training. We usually keep the drugs for 2 or 3 years, and then we have it destroyed, and then we start all over again. So I'm going to take odors, and I'm going to place hides. These are going to be known to me and unknown to the other handlers. And then each week we change that up. So next week, one of the other handlers is going to hide them, but I won't know where they are.
name's Kevin Clarey, and I'm part of the Greeley Police Department's K-9 unit. I currently have an 8.5-year-old German Shepherd named Rocko. Rocko and I have been together on the streets for approximately 5 years. I've been with the Greeley Police Department for just over 7. Rocko does come home with me at the end of every shift, and he is a part of the family. I do spend more time with him than my own family. But Rocko is a dual-purpose dog where he apprehends fleeing criminals and he sniffs for the odor of narcotics. Rocko will be retiring in about a year, and once he retires, I do have the option to adopt him. And once he does retire, I will adopt him and he'll become a part of the family.
Listen.